recording is started. And hello everyone, thank you for being there. And today we are talking about the week 9 and week 10. As you know, the week 9 is closed, so I hope that you successfully finish with the bookshop task. And I hope that you submitted it for cross-check. Elsa, we suppose that you learn information about DOM events and pass a test related to these events. And finally, I hope that you look at the forms and its validation. And let's discuss the week 10. This week you will learn about the flags, and you should pass tests related to flags and responsive layout. Also, you would be able to apply this knowledge to the task online Zoo week 3. It means you will proceed this task. And finally, you should do the cross-check of 4 tasks of your colleagues. And let's agree, then when you will do the cross-check and you will define that the task is pretty good, it looks amazing, you will share the link for this task in our Discord, for instance, in the cross-check channel, task question, it doesn't matter. Coordinators and activists will duplicate the link to the bookshop vote. And here everyone will be able to vote for any layout of any task. But if you will share your own link, it will be kind of unfair. So in this case, your task will be deleted from the list of votes. I hope it's clear. And that's all related to week assignment. Related to additional information, this week I'm going to clean up our score. I mean, our student who failed a bunch of tasks without advanced notification of coordinators. So just fail or missed, it doesn't matter. And also I will expel student who has invalid location for current run. So please, if I will expel you by mistakes, it might be, please let me know. I will expel one by one, so it might be happen that I do each year I expel someone by mistakes. So I'm so sorry in advance, but let me know if it will happen. And the last thing I'm going to discuss with you, it's interview. This week I am going to create pairs for interview. I mean, student plus interviewer. As soon as you will find that you will assign to some mentors for interview, please contact this mentor. It's your responsibility to contact this mentor and discuss the appropriate time and day for interview. And student who got more than 16.60 point of interview will acceptable for the next stage. Is it clear for you? I hope yes. And that's it from my side. So let's go through the questions if you have. Seems you know questions? Oh, I regard the bookshop. Does every element we created need to be appended to document fragment? Or let's say, can I append whole container with elements inside appended it to the fragment? Related to fragment. If you saw, I shared the link to the article related how browsers create your page. And if you add elements step by step, so you add one element to the page, then another, and another. Each time your browser will recreate your page almost from the scratch. So it's very heavy operation for your browser. To help your browser to improve the performance on the page, you may create one fragment, add to this fragment all necessary elements, in our case, almost the whole page, and then add or append this fragment to your page. In this case, your page will be created only once, so it will be more easier for your browsers to build the page styles and so on only one time. So the answer, you should have only one document fragment. Can you show how to cross-check the bookshop? And how to cross-check the bookshop? Okay. Let's open the criteria. Where is it? Oh, it's 10. Okay, and let me open one of the tasks. I hope the author will get me. Okay, it was cool. Okay, let's go through the criteria. First one, the content of catalog page created through the JavaScript. Let's inspect that page, open source, then open scripts and, no scripts, index file. As you can see, we have script with one action and another script. No, let it be. But as you can see, there are no tags. So I suppose that all these tags were created through the JavaScript. So I open the JS file and I see that there are a lot of tags that created them. And append child, but I don't see the document fragment there, but I have time to look more attention to this page. But when you will look through, you should read the JS file and verify where is document fragment or these tags were added by itself. Okay, then next item. After user clicks on Show More button, the pop-up with description and close button are shown. Okay, I will close and Show More. I click and I can see the pop-up with necessary information about this book. I press close button and pop-up is disappeared. So I guess this point is fulfilled. the element should be added by the document fragment but I need time to figure out whether it's true, so let me skip this point, but you should verify the section. When user add the book to the back, either by click or add to back button or by drag and drop, the book appears in the back with a certain data. Let's try. I click add to back. Something happened. Here. Then I will try to drag and drop. And it also works because the amount of books is changed. And what is by add to back?
Sorry, Hannah, so do I understand correctly that it could be either add to back or drag and drop, or it has to be both?
It should be both.
Okay, because then,
but your user may choose any option.
Okay, but the JavaScript should have both.
Yep, correct. And book disappears. So I guess this point is also done. Then user click on confirm order. He appears in the order page. Okay, let's click confirm and you can see the delivery form. So this point is also done. Then we should check the validation, not validation and availability of form elements. We should have name, yes, surname, delivery date, street house flat. Next, we should have radio groups to choose cash or card payment. Cash or card. Cool. And finally, we should have the checkboxes to provide two gifts, to choose two gifts. And you can see, oh, wow, it's only two possible. It's cool. I like it. And we can see the group of checkboxes. It's cool. And let's go through the validation. Name is mandatory, and you can see that all these fields are mandatory. So it's correct. The next one, for symbols at least. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. It's invalid. 4 symbols is valid. So this way you should check all these fields. I hope it's not the rocket science. And finally, the complete button is disabled until the user full form with valid information. Okay, I have to add valid information. Street house 1, 2, flat 1, 2, and but the button is active. So a little bug with a complete button. Okay, let me refresh the page. The button is inactive. So seems I found the bug. But it's okay. Yeah, still learning this tricky JavaScript, so it's not a big deal. And finally, let's guess this button is also done. If user left the field empty or filled with invalid data, the field became red. it was implemented, and after user fill all mandatory fields with valid information, the complete button became active. It's also working, and after the user click complete button, he will see the summarize. Okay, complete, and we can see the summarized information, and you will be able to change it and close this pop-up or confirm this information. So from my point of view, this particular task is fully done. Is it clear, or I should add more information?
Oh, that's clear. Thanks, Amelia.
Okay, the next question. How many points should be reduced if someone doesn't implement drag and drop functionality? Due to we have two options. One option and second option. So in this case, you should reduce 50%, so 10 points. About the interview, how will the interview evaluate us? If there are any criteria we can look at, on what basics will points to be awarded? Okay, interview will be related the themes you have learned during the stage 1. It's Git. It's mandatory to know, but you should know what is Git, how to create new branch, how to, let's say, rename your commit, how to add commit message, how to push, how to pull, what is the difference between pull and fetch. So the most popular action that you have done during your education. Next theme is HTML and CSS. So here you should know about the tags, what is semantic, what is type of text, I mean, with a closer and how to say correctly, closed and unclosed, I mean. And related to CSS, you should know what is display, what is the difference between display man or display block, and so on. What is pixels, RAM, for instance, and how to add styles, how to add borders. All of this information you have applied to your task, so I hope it's not tricky questions for you. And finally, related to basic things about the JavaScript, like what is array, how to go through the array, and what method of array do you know, kind of map for each, and so on. And related the object, almost the same, how to verify what is property of object exist, and how to assign, reassign some value of the object. And what data types do you know? I mean, numbers, strings. What method of number and strings do you know? I hope the task, Codewars task, will help you. And currently, this question is not hard for you, and you will be able to answer these questions. And finally, yeah, you might be got a question related to DOM IP, how to create element, how to add a tag to the page, how to add any event. and how to prevent some event, default event of a browser. So all questions will be related only to information from stage 1, not more. But if you want to answer more tricky question, let's know your interviewer. I hope it will be not hard for interviewer to ask you more complicated questions. And related to evaluation and so on, we will discuss this question with the mentors, interviewers, so they will evaluate you by according to the same criteria. So it will, it doesn't matter what interviewer will you have. Can we get this sample of question in the written form? Unfortunately, I have no this set of question, and currently I figure out this from my head. So just open the stage 1 materials and go through from one week to another. Okay, do you have another questions? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Since there are no question, let's complete this session, and thank you for attendance and have a good week. Bye bye.